Stone Age unplugged in Germany for MTV's. It's MTV Germany. We still do the unplugged.
Oh, is that because Josh Homme's anti-Semite?
That is not true at all. We have moved past. They have apologized.
Have they though?
You just want him to be down in the muck with Maryland, and he already is there beating up haberdashers.
Did you hear, Dan, by the way, this is the Bonfire, the only show who never has the whole crew at once.
Yeah. We're always running a man down.
It's insane.
Next up mentality.
I'd say we average 2 shows a week with full crew.
When it does happen, I'm blown away by it.
That we have a full week of full crew?
It feels too much. It feels too full.
Everyone's just got other shit to do.
I feel, well, Jacob's down in Florida taking care of the iguana population.
Yeah.
I think
that's their fault.
I think Lou has a sideshow, and he's just not telling us. I think Black Lou has a sideshow, and he just keeps saying
the Black Lou show.
So, yeah, we turn it on. And he's
find out about it.
That'd be hilarious if we found out there was another show where it's just 2 stoners that he hangs out with, and you go, so what is?
I don't know. These guys are moving quicker. Have you heard the new your new theme song, Dan?
Oh, Crackamico?
Come on.
I tweeted it out. It was great.
Play it.
Yeah, Crackamico.
Give it to the world, everyone. Have you heard this yet, Lou?
No.
Crackamico did a song where he,
21 Soda.
Yeah, but
it's 21 Soda Gary's house.
And it's me rapping, but
it's him doing an impression, but it's really fucking great.
It was great. I tweeted it out because I honestly felt honored. I was like,
oh yeah, of course.
I was like,
all the information and stuff. It's really good.
I was on my couch high watching it on YouTube, and you get nervous when you see something like that. You're like, oh fuck, dude. But the part about Joe.
Here we go.
The part about Joe made me laugh so fucking hard.
It's only 8 seconds. No. You got to go to the YouTube.
Yeah, go to what I tweeted out. The link is in his. Yeah, this is
Muddy Myrtle, I'm giving my all to the bitch.
Yeah.
I'm stacking up serious billions checks and also my comedy shit. Put a ring on Nolan. I used to live in the closet and shit. Yeah. Deep Queens, yeah. All I heard was trains, yeah. Becky on AP, posted with the game, yeah. Even back in Zona, used to let it bang, yeah. When Amir fucked his bitch, she get mad wet. They be fucking in the shower, getting mad sweaty.
Dude, pause this real quick because there are parts I want to talk about. If I sent that to Amir's dumbass, he would be like, yeah, he'd be like this. Yeah, you told people about that? Because he doesn't. Whenever he checks in with me, he doesn't know what I do because he's an idiot. So he's just like, you got a radio show. You told him how Melissa's pussy gets mad wet when I go over 100.
Hit the open mic and kill that shit like Eddie Murphy. Cruising in the Dodge Strat, scooping nice dick. I spent $35 on a Macho Man jacket. Kate, be careful when you washing Dan's fabric. About to rip a bong and play some old Madden. The dish raised me, I ain't no bastard. Back at 13 was a whole stoner. Watching Flex appealing.
Yeah, dude, that was when he put that in the video, that made me pop. I was like, oh shit, oh fuck that.
Oh, dude, the chorus is the best. The chorus is my favorite.
South in California. Late nights posted up at Cal. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys up in Gary's house. Up in Gary's house. About to wrestle now. Cause he's passed out. On the folding couch. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Ready to burn him down.
This kid's smoking's great.
Ready to burn him down. Trishan at home right now. She's headed out of town. I'm about to burn him down. Yeah, Dad.
Dude,
not for real.
Pause this real quick because I want to show Jay this picture and I'll clip it and send it to you. So
Joe?
No, dude, my buddy sent me this. Nick Myers, who I grew up with, sent this picture. He's like, yo, dude, I found our middle school 8th grade fun shot where they take a shot of everybody. And they were like, you're either flipping gang signs or flipping something off. But I found this picture of me and I look fucking miserable. I'm going to come around and show it to you.
Meanwhile, Jacob is going ape shit because of some kind of soccer happening.
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
See, it's like everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's just me.
What, oh, they blurred you out.
Yeah.
For doing so. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what I'm fucking throwing or...
You're flipping off the camera.
Back it up 1 second, Christine.
I look miserable. But shout out to that clean Ron Paulus Notre Dame jersey.
Good. Jacob's flipping out about soccer right now.
Well, the U.S. is up.
I mean, just had a goal.
I'm about to burn him down. Yeah, Dad. Not for real, Dad. fuck Joe. Boy, you not my real dad. 21. Fuck with Trish.
That
Now
picture?
you make me real mad. I put celery on your pizza just to make you feel
Dude,
bad.
I forgot.
But
There's stuff that I forget it that we talk about on the bonfire. So that specific reference made me so happy.
Yeah.
Because I hated that motherfucker. And I remember when we were out at dinner at Old Chicago one time. They brought us a pizza with celery, and I knew why he hated
Celery.
celery.
Salary.
Celery. Not salary. Like, yeah, that's how it started. But dude, him just being like, I can't eat celery. It makes me deathly ill. And then really I was like, no, it wasn't. It's because you put them in your butt when you were pledging a frat. And you lost all the races and you had to eat it all. And dude, Crackamico referencing that, I was like, what a fucking deep cut.
Yeah, he killed it.
Dude,
Keep going.
great.
So let's keep going.
Dad, must admit, Dad, cop the new Jurassic Park. That might get you kissed, Dad. Big bags, what I'm making just to tell some dick gags. Big package on me, but I do not like the dick rag. I have
Zigs.
kids ready to burn them down. Ready to burn them down. Ready to burn them down.
Kid looks like a little Shane Gillis.
She said it out of town. I'm about to burn them down. Now I'm posted up with the hot crew. Both loose and tattoo. Plus JNC, you wanna pay to see like I'm Dave Chappelle and you Fox News. Like I'm Big Jim making boss moves. All I really had to do was drop the booze. Big picks like Mick Daniel. And I don't ever wanna see the Dolphins lose. I don't wanna ever get a lot to prove. I know Gary watching from above. Turning up and blasting Jimmy Buff. Pouring that Bacardi in his cup. Shouts to everybody that I love. Think it's time to roll another blunt. Raising up my bowl of Captain Crunch. Here's the toast to never growing up. I spent $35 on a Macho Man jacket.
I love it.
Kate, be careful when you watch
So good.
Yeah, dude, he's so fucking talented, man.
I'm
honored.
Old Madden. The dish raised me, I ain't no bastard. Back at 13 was a whole stoner. Watching Flex Appeal and getting child boners. Used to meet my pops out in California. Late nights posted up at Caldonia's.
I love it when a guy compliments my vibe.
Dude, that was fucking great. I'm honored.
Crackamico, shout out, dude.
Dude, shout out Crackamico.
Never a miss.
I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
Never a miss.
And so fucking...
Album out now?
Yeah, out.
White Trash Jesus?
White Trash Jesus. Go download it.
I love it when a guy compliments my vibe.
Jacob, the United States is beating Iran.
They are 1-0, and they just had a bullshit goal. They had a goal taken away from them too. It should be 2-0, but that's all right.
Oh, we're
World
beating
Cup,
Iran?
It's
They don't
winter-
have soccer. Can't play soccer in sand.
Dude.
And everybody sucking sand? Was that the dirty work?
Yeah.
Don Rickles?
Yeah.
He was like, and everybody sucking sand?
It's loser, win or go home. It's elimination game.
Win or die, dudes.
Yeah.
Iran.
We're going to kill them if they come back to the country losers.
You think if we go, we beat Iran, and he screams, "This is Sparta," fucking kicks him in the chest?
Or do you think Iran, when they're up close, they go, please, we need this one. I cannot go back losers.
We can use win.
I don't know if you know
don't
this,
mind.
but they are good at making us disappear out of nowhere.
Damn. Fucking Iran. Isn't that where the World Cup is?
No, it's in Qatar.
Oh, right.
Or Qatar, if you are.
Qatar is in, you know it.
I just learned this too.
No, but you know
don't
it.
care enough.
Say it for me, though. I mean, I know, but I just want to see how dumb you are, Lou. Where's Qatar?
Fucking far away.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
Okay.
It's very rich, filled with rich people on an island of nonsense.
Isn't it, though?
I want to say Saudi Arabia.
No.
No,
It's
you
its own
idiot.
kingdom.
It's its own kingdom, you idiot.
I'll never
Dan,
go
ahead,
there.
You tell them.
Why would I want to go there?
I mean, it's in the Middle East. It's pretty obvious.
It's in the Middle East. Jacob, round this all out for everybody.
It's by
Give 'em the stuff.
Bahrain.
I don't even like soccer.
Everybody says that I come off real cocky when I say all these things I know. But where is it actually, just for the thing? It's right next to Ashinyanya.
In Bahrain.
It's just southwest of Al Khor.
It's in the Persian Gulf.
Yeah, dude.
Northeast coast of the Arabian Peninsula.
Northeast Coast of the Arabian Peninsula.
Sounds made up.
The Northeast Coast of the Arabian Peninsula sounds made up.
So,
Lou, you're so local.
Saudi Arabia's right there. I
Yeah.
mean, not that far off.
Yeah, no, but it's off of Saudi Arabia. That's where you were wrong.
what's
I would have said off of Saudi Arabia.
dude? I just know it's in the Middle East. It was. It's so hot there. That's why they had to move the games to now.
Really?
Because it would have been like 116 if they tried to play it. They normally play it in June.
Nobody can see from the sweat coming down their one long eyebrow. It rains down on them.
But yeah, so now they're playing there, and it's still like 95 degrees in November or December. What is it? November still?
Oh, dude, there was a funny thing this weekend. I was going through my phone, just texting like "Happy Thanksgiving" to people. Late in my hotel room. Just I forgot. I think I was saying to everybody "Happy belated Thanksgiving." Just like going down and this lady who I think she used to do promotions is how I met her ultimately for a Helium a while back. Not Meredith, obviously. I think it may have been her friend or something. And I was just like, oh, I haven't. She used to come when I was at at Helium, and so I was like, oh, hey, happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving, and then didn't even think about it at all. And the next day in the afternoon, I got back a thing. It was like when it was like saying that I was hitting her up for. She was like, you must be hard up to be going through your phone that deep. And funny thing, what it was Pauly Shore out of nowhere texted me happy Thanksgiving. And so I put it in, like I went to go put it into contacts. And her name was, I don't want to say her name, but it was started with a P. And so it was like right underneath it when I put the thing in to my contacts. I was like, oh, there's one. Happy belated Thanksgiving. And I was at Helium, you know. And she sent back the article that Seth Simons wrote.
Oh my God!
That says, you know, there's an alt-right problem. There's an alt-right problem. No, the one that was like, there's an alt-right problem.
Yeah.
And then it was so bizarre. And I remember she wrote back like something like, no thanks, like thanks but no thanks. We're saying you might be pretty hard up for the thing. I wrote, hard up for what? She's like, sex, obviously. I'm like, I've never had sex. Like, why do you like? What? Like, why do you think I would be? Like, it was such a random thing to even accuse.
You slept with her?
Huh?
She's not somebody you slept with.
No.
That's crazy that she just comes.
That's wild that she'd send you this.
Because if you had fucked her before, that makes sense that she's like, oh, well, like he was coming back for another taste of the pie. But if you've never fucked her, and then you're just like, happy Thanksgiving.
I've never seen her outside of Helium.
That's wild.
Ever. When she used to work. It's the first, maybe when I went with like a tell even, like that long ago.
That's pretty crazy to react like that.
Yeah. I spent the whole thing just breaking her down to how ridiculous she return?
Did she return text after that? Was she like...
Oh, yeah. Well,
you went back and forth with her.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like one text.
She sounded ridiculous.
And what'd she say?
I mean, it was
by the end. Did you have her?
It was quote. Oh, by the end, yeah. I was like, well, I do hope you have good shows, and no, I don't think blah blah blah. It's just someone who again is like, I even texted out the whole thing that Lisa Traeger did on the cruise ship when I told you, and I was like, oh, you're going to the Women's March? Like, what's the thing for that? What's the mission statement? And she was like, oh, I'm already disgusted by your attitude about this. And I'm like, well, I hope they tear gas you guys. I hope they force you guys to all keep babies and not get abortions or whatever.
I got 2 words
whatever
for
the
you.
Opposite of what your thing is. I hope that's what happens to it.
Yeah, I got 2 words for you: rubber bullets.
I mean, do you know what I mean? When you're like, that seems pretty cool. What's the whole thing about? Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I hope you guys all die. I hope you guys all get cervical cancer.
I've reacted like that before. I've been on the wrong side of that when talking about wrestling. When someone's like, "Are you watching wrestling? What's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's fake." I was like, all right. I was genuinely asking like, what's going on in the storyline.
That's actually lamer than this one.
Yeah.
These people believe this is like life-changing like stuff.
I'm saying I've spazzed out on that and been like, I don't know. I like it, all right?
But she was doing the thing that I never fully understand. It was like, with the power you wield, you know, like, why are you not using it? Because she's just quoting things from the book, which is great. It was like, he goes, the one that got me, it was like, Jay...
If you talk about the transsexual with the fucking colostomy bag,
exactly what it is. She quotes that.
It made my old when that article came out.
It's hard to be fabulous when you shit in a bag.
My old agent used to have like a lot of those like fake woke people that were like very powerful, and like she would tell me who was like a monster on that side of it.
Yeah,
because that's never public. It's never public like who the real mean liberal people are, but there are a lot. There are like a lot of people that simply use that political standpoint in order to look better. And that article came out and she rocked. Like I liked her a lot. She fucked with me, and like she quoted and she goes, "It's hard to read this article and not bust out laughing when Jay said," and that was exactly that. It's hard to be fabulous with a colostomy.
It was like they just dedicated a segment to tearing down the first, what was it, like black, trans, disabled. It was like everything. It was like the biggest box to check in the world. And and then he goes, he does in an effeminate voice. And then, You can say gay voice, by the way. It's kind of mean to call gay voice effeminate.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're calling them girls.
You're misgendering them.
So funny, man. The slight time. I started watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force again.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every episode, there's some kind of joke. Like, you're totally gay.
Yeah.
You're being so gay right now.
What's even crazier is when you go back to like the 80s and 90s and you're like, oh, damn, it just like regressed. I'm reading a fucking Steinbeck book right now, and he uses the N-word in a way where you're like, yo, hey, guy, hey, Johnny. Might want to pull back on that one, because he just calls one guy in the book the N-word, and you're like, oh.
Well, this lady who's sending me
weird when you
this
hear it
lady
like
sending
that.
this lady sending me the text is hitting with all. It's like the responsibility she's putting on me again. It's like you have the power over all these people. I go,
Do you know?
anyone you think I have power over, you probably don't want voting anyway. And then
That's funny.
I was like, this guy in this article is like calling me a Trumper and everything. I've never voted for Trump or anything like that.
Well,
And
it's funny. Let
let me finish the thing. I was like, you never voted for Trump or anything. I've never voted for Trump or nothing like that at all. And it was like, I don't think I have an app that tells me if my contacts are registered. Like, I don't think you vote at all. I'm like, you know if I voted? And I go, that's creepy as shit, lady.
Yeah.
It was
Who
so
are you?
weird.
Who are you that you need to have all this information? Just a lady?
But then she starts laying on, this is the thing, again, the controlling people. I'm trying to explain to her, and if you're out there listening who feel this way also, you should hear this out. I have no response. I'm not even an athlete who is in the eyes of children that you have to have some sort of moral clause.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have something, I go, I don't have to get people to vote. I don't give a shit if they vote or who they vote for. I don't care.
Yeah.
And like, it's a weird thing. I said, my power is simply our power is to get people through downtime and shitty time with making them laugh.
Honestly,
It's got no, I couldn't give, I don't want to influence vote. I don't give a shit.
I'm going to tell you right now. I say you do vote, and you go out there and no, I don't give a shit.
When people were like, I don't want anybody on that other side liking me anyway.
That was what-
I want everybody on both sides to like me. I don't
remember when
fucking,
Fugelsang tried to hit us with that, where he was
You're
like,
Trump-
"You're
you're Trump
Trump-loving
fan?"
voter." You're like,
I go, what
I don't
state
give
you
a
in?
fuck who they vote for.
But you're also like, what state you talking about
Yeah,
here?
it's.
The conservatives, my entire friends and family from back home where I was raised.
But that's what's funny is I remember when Trump got elected, there was like Amy and Nikki were like, if your family member voted for Trump, don't talk to him. And you're like, yeah.
No. Did they really?
Yeah, Nikki went hard in the paint.
If a family member voted for him, you should cut them
Really?
off?
Yeah, she was like, if you know anyone that voted for Trump, you should stop talking to them. I'm like, yeah, that's the
That's what you're supposed to do with people you disagree with?
That's the sane way to go about society, is just to be like,
Segregate.
sorry, we can no longer talk.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It was like, it always makes me think of the Patrice story you tell me about the barbecue with Nate. Where Nate's like, I think Patrice is mad at me, and you called Patrice, and you were like, are you mad at me?
It was Wayne. Our friend Wayne said that Patrice
Shocking.
didn't want him at
That's what it was.
the barbecue. And then I was like, oh, all right. That seems weird. And I was like, this doesn't seem like Patrice. And I asked Patrice, and Patrice was like, what? He's like, no, man. He said, that motherfucker don't believe in dinosaurs. Why would I not want that in my house?
I love that. I love that. I love that fucking sentence.
Yeah, nothing
This
about
motherfucker
like,
doesn't believe in
yeah,
dinosaurs. Of course I want. He's like, of course I want that in my house.
He's like, his wife clean up, and he motherfucker don't believe in dinosaurs.
Hey, dude, that's so funny because that's
It's
such
great.
like, you know what I mean? Why?
It's the reality. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's and then she went on a whole thing too. This is my favorite. She was like, you platformed a white supremacist in Milo Yiannopoulos. I go, what do you mean platform? She was like, well, this guy is this and that and everything. I go, she goes, but tell me, like, I don't think you're a bad person. She's like, tell me that do you regret having him on? I go, he told us he was straight now. Dogs like him, and we showed him pictures of vaginas to try to show him what was good about them. I go, so no, it was great. And she goes, what did he think? Did he like any of them at all? I go, no, he's a gay man. Like, what? I don't know what you don't get. This guy is a character. It's fucking insane, the power that people put. And I go, that's what I was basically trying to tell her, and what kind of almost calmed her down, I guess. I was just like, yo, you are getting swept up in such a weird thing of like, you've met me several times, and you like me enough to like, stay in like loose touch over the year. You know what I mean? I'm like, and now you're just like, I read an article from a guy who lives in his mom's basement. Now you're definitely a racist homophobe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such a bizarre.
Yeah, man.
And she swept up. She came out of the gates. Hey, happy belated Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna fuck you because you're a racist, homophobic. I mean, that's what the conversation was.
And you just happened to text this girl happy belated Thanksgiving because she was under Pauly Shore, and you were like, "Oh, this chick."
Yup.
And then that was your Thanksgiving night, was explaining life to her.
No, it was the next day. I went to bed. I just sent things, and it was like late.
So when you wake up and you read that, are you like, what the fuck?
I could, 100%. I was like, what?
Where you have to like sit, you have to toss your legs over the side of the bed and then like reread it, holding it. You're like,
It's just funny.
what?
It's like hard pass.
What?
I go, it's funny. He goes, hard pass. He goes, hard pass on happy belated Thanksgiving?
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, never mind. I hope you had a miserable Thanksgiving.
I hope you weren't grateful for shit.
Have you ever wished anyone a happy belated Thanksgiving ever?
Happy belated Thanksgiving?
I feel like I've never done that.
Oh, no, I've never done it either. Honestly, I'm telling you, I was just alone in a room in Philadelphia at like 1-something, 2 in the morning, and I was just like going through my phone, and then one of them was Pauly Shore, and I was like, oh, I should save that number.
Yeah.
And I put it in there in the context.
And then
it
you're
was
like,
right there.
oh,
I was
this
like,
lady.
oh, I haven't seen her in a while. I'm in Philly, too. It's so weird.
Yeah, because also being in the city, you're like, hey,
Well, at first I was like, who? Oh, yeah.
I'm at Helium this week.
Sounds like you want to fuck.
It's in my
If I'm
name.
being honest. No, I'm kidding.
You're like, happy Thanksgiving. Did you get stuffed? She's like, what? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but she's
What
like a
was-
mother, like a married mother, I
Did
believe.
you
Like,
take your meat
You don't
and
like
have some
moms now?
hot, MILFs, dude? You're into MILFs, dude. You're into late Thanksgiving MILF porn.
all day long. Late
Stuff-
night Thanksgiving milk porn.
You're into tired moms who just cooked MILF porn.
All sweaty.
They go, oh, did you get some cranberry sauce all over those tits?
The funny thing when she goes, that's the holiday version of you up, is what she said. And I'm like, there's no, I go, so anytime you wish somebody a happy, like, whatever the holiday is,
Yeah.
that's also asking if they want to fuck.
I'm making a promise to anyone in my contacts. You text me after Christmas and you hit me with a belated Merry Christmas, I'm thinking you're trying to fuck.
Ooh.
Man, woman, non-binary, I don't care what you are. You come at me, I think you're trying to get me naked.
It will be the new thing, though, in our DMs from people will
Yeah.
be things just going in like,
Merry belated
Christmas.
Merry belated Christmas.
Oh, it's always got to be a belated? Is the
Always
belated
belated.
always let you know it's
Always
for
the
pussy?
Merry belated. Hey, Merry belated Kwanzaa.
Oh, Merry belated Flag Day.
Oh, Merry belated Hanukkah.
Sounds very
festival.
silk shirty.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, I don't know if you had a lonely. Yeah, that's like you have an album called A Lonely Christmas. That's a lot of middle finger up and down in the middle of your chest hair. Happy, merry belated. Happy.
My ceiling's all mistletoe.
What am I grateful for? Sensuality.
What am I essential for? The steaminess happening between me and you.
Some people call cum human gravy. Do you want some?
You want some ball gravy?
You want some thick human gravy?
It's a man batter.
I'm not fucking you. Thank you. Dude, that'd be so funny.
Oh, but baby, it's such a belated Thanksgiving.
Oh, sorry, I was so busy yesterday watching all those big floats go down 6th Avenue.
But you know what's funny? They have the people that get that kind of wound up over this shit, Shadowland stuff we were talking about, basically.
Which we still have yet to get through.
By the way, you know what set her off? Like what made her the most mad? And then I stopped responding, and then like when she had to come back and she wanted to like kind of discuss it more, like through text.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, just so you know, you're acting as and I always use the word like crazy because I'm like, I'm not on that side either of anything. It's like I go, you're acting as nuts as a fucking like radical right wing person.
Yeah. It's a horseshoe.
She wrote back, I most certainly am fucking not like that. And I was like, there we go.
Because they know it's, by the way, it's the thing where Kurt Metzger has my favorite line.
It's the mirror. It's you
Kurt-
hold the mirror up.
Kurt Metzger has my favorite line of all time where he's talking about that joke about men, we came from monkeys, but then they also found out we were part pig.
Yeah.
And he goes, hurts, don't it? That's how you know it's the truth, when it hurts a little bit. And you go like, oh, fuck, oh, goddamn. And ever since he said that line, I've seen it in so much stuff where you're like, oh, yeah, when you say like the truthful thing to someone and they get mad, you're like, well, then why are you getting mad? Because I always get mad if there's a little bit of truth in it. I'm like, well, fuck, dude, what the fuck you mean?
Well, they're always too. It's like I bet like you're steeped in this world of like this awful, but I bet you like don't feel this way about it. And I'm like, ask me how I feel about anything. Do you know what I mean? It's like all the same shit. Like I'm like you're yelling at me, and I'm sure that women should have abortion rights. Like yes, I agree, they should.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, I don't know what you're mad at me because I haven't led a charge to make sure that's the case.
Well, what she's done is she's built up.
I'm supposed to make truck drivers laugh.
She's built up this character in her head that you are through this article that, you know, a guy is being paid to write in order to present a certain story, which is that you and Legion and Skanks are far-right comedy.
Homophobic,
which is like,
racist.
Hilarious. I mean, Dave doesn't help with his political shit. They can latch onto that. They use that as like, Dave doesn't believe in, you know, Dave's a libertarian, so they immediately take that and they're like, that means Jay and Lewis follow lockstep behind him. Where it's like,
I don't even know what any. Kanye West just walked off a podcast that I've only heard about from Dave Smith.
That's really funny. But yeah, it's
Dave
like,
Smith's almost the best example of all this stuff. I don't even know or overly dig in or give a shit about what Dave's like things are. I love Dave. He's my buddy forever.
I look at Dave's
if he likes
tweets,
things different than me, if Dave would stop talking to me in my life, if Dave would do that because of something that I do or whatever, if I, God forbid, an abortion or something like that in my life somewhere, do you know what I mean? And he was all of a sudden like, we couldn't be friends anymore. I'd be like, then he's a piece of shit. Yeah. But I don't think he is a piece of shit.
But this woman played her cards by just coming back so angry at you and things that you don't even believe, which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's always that. It's like if they come in and they go, but it says here that you're a Nazi. You know what I mean? She even wrote, she's like, as a proud queer Jewish, and I'm like, oh, that's too many labels. You're a lunatic.
Yeah, dude, if you start doing it, I mean, I am a Swedish, Irish, American Episcopalian.
Zero pride, though, and that's what's important.
Well, that's what you don't know, is I have my pride book where I go home and just write all the great things that I did.
Dan's got Swedish pride written across his chest.
It's just all in Swedish. And you're like, what is that garble? And I mean,
Unvergurten.
Unvergurten, Schugensvergurten. It means the whites will inherit the earth. And you're like, damn, dude, I didn't know Swedish racism's like crazy.
It means white is right.
Yeah. I call us the ice that will cover the world. That's what that means.
But isn't that nutty? Just I that was so when I saw that article posted there, I was like, in my mind, anyone that would send that at this point would be someone in my texts would be like, oh, dude, this is crazy, huh? Or even I said to her even that too. I go, for someone you know, you wrote back to someone who's never tried to or fucked you or anything. You know what I mean?
But he's trying on a nice belated Thanksgiving. Yeah. Merry Thanksgiving.
But you get what I'm saying? It's like trying to like it goes like. I'm like happy, and the response isn't like it's like, "Hey, man, it's like I know long time to talk. Like, I read this article about you. What is this about?
That should be.
What is this? Like, and almost go, this is crazy. Like, is this what like you know anything you would?
Well, that's the thing that it should be. If you read an article about someone that you have their phone number and it's an opinion you don't like or it's a bad thing, you should reach out to them and be like, "Hey, what is this?"
Just like, well, this must be true.
Yeah. She just goes, I read this and you're a piece of shit. like, okay, what?
He does seem to have disappeared, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, let's not speak his name. But it's like Beetlejuice. It's similar. Like the only context I have, or not context, but like the only thing I can relate to is like articles that are written about McDaniel. I don't like take like with the Tua thing with his concussions. When I saw him, I wasn't like, I read that you did this. I just went like, what happened with that? And he was like, oh, here's my perspective of it.
Well, you guys are best friends too, in the sense.
But I'm just saying under the like we know each other.
Because he's your cool friend.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely is, Jacob. He's my coolest friend.
Oh yeah.
Okay, real nice.
Well, I'm sorry. Go 8-3 in the NFL. Go 8-3, Jay.
I'm 10-1, buddy.
Oh, there it is. Jay putting on the Hurts. Dude, someone put a picture from at the end of the game, Jordan Love and Hurts shook hands, but then stood next to each other and said, "Love Hurts."
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's funny.
Oh, behind them?
Yeah, they were like the back of their jerseys.
It's pretty awesome.
It said, "Love Hurts."
Did that guy get in trouble for giving the finger to the audience at all? That was like a thing. Number 23 on the Packers, I believe, was his number.
Yeah, did you see the guy after
he was a defensive guy, but they kept saying, did you watch the game at all?
Oh, yeah.
They kept saying those guys, it's hard to tell when you're there, but everyone kept booing, and I wasn't fully getting... Like every time somebody was down the path, they said they were doing that every time the Eagles went into hurry up, somebody magically had to like be walked off the field.
Oh.
And so they started booing that, and one of the guys, when he was walking off the field, he started giving the finger to the whole audience. And I'm like, you will get fined for that, no?
I don't know. I did one of those things where I started playing God of War at halftime, and then I was like, oh, I've been playing God of War for like fucking 55 minutes.
I put it on last night. I think it's a little frustrating, the game.
It's not easy. I mean,
It's not even. It's not easy. It's just like
it's puzzle solving and shit.
Yeah,
it's fun, dude.
I'm trying to do favors.
Yeah, dude.
Side missions.
Go shut down all those fucking
the rigs,
dude. It's only 3 of them.
I know.
Get to talk to your son on a nice boat ride.
It's an ordeal.
It's fun.
So much downtime.
It's fun stuff. I like it.
You like escaping into another man's life.
I do. I really do. GTA was one of my favorite games.
What's the Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty had that episode with that. It's like you're just
because you went back to work at the carpet store after you had cancer. That was the funniest thing.
Jerry or something. What was the name? It was like,
something.
Fuck. It was like just like Mike's Life or something.
Yeah, dude. I saw.
Shows you as an old man, and you pop out of the game like you did it.
You went back to
work at the carpet store.
He goes, "Why did you go back to the carpet store after you beat cancer?" Yeah, dude, I watched a bunch of Rick and Morty when I was at my grandma's because it was just like, you see one thing on and you're like, this is on for 3 hours? Killer. I got 3 hours to go. I'd never seen the episode where Space Beth comes back to Earth and hangs out with the family and fucks real Beth.
Yeah,
and
there's no episodes going on.
Yeah, is that a new one?
Yeah.
I haven't watched this season yet, so I didn't know if I'd watched that or not. I was like, maybe I missed this one. That's so funny. Them just fucking and then fucking, I don't want to blow it, but Rick's like, yeah.
Makes sense.
That's what you do. When you see yourself out there, you fuck yourself. So fucking funny.
I've gone back to Aqua Teen Hunger Force on the road, and it's great. Damn, that show was funny as hell.
Yeah, Carl rules.
Definitely ahead of its time, I'd say, that show. But now, archaic, because it's so like that show literally would be
it's like trying to watch The Simpsons now.
It would be protested.
Oh, I mean, like, I'm so lost. I try to watch The Simpsons, and it just feels like a completely different
No, I don't mean that. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you don't really need much grip on the show to watch the episodes.
No, you need a deep understanding of the characters. If you don't know who Frylock is, this whole thing is off.
But it's like, just like, for what they're doing, they'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
They'd be in absolute trouble for it.
Dude, we got some videos that I know Jacob doesn't like videos, but he's in Florida, so you
can't stop us.
Can't stop us. We'll show you.
Also, now he hates videos because now you can't hear Jacob while we hear videos.
It truly does silence him.
Shuts him off completely.
But this lady, I've wanted to watch this clip. I don't know, should we get back into the Shadowland stuff? There is some Shadowland stuff that I have time coded and everything.
Sure.
That maybe we can come back from break after we watch one of these videos.
Sure.
And go through some of the rest because we never finished it up. We did the bonfire thing where we start something, have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
End it and then never come back to it.
Can I tell you one thing real quick?
Sure.
While you bring up the video. I started watching this weekend also a John Wayne Gacy.
He was the one that dressed up like a clown, right?
The Netflix one, Jay?
Maybe.
I watched 2 of them. One of them's on Paramount, and the other one
It was the Paramount one.
They're both good.
Yeah, the Paramount one was great. But Jacob, so you watched it. I'm glad you watched it. I didn't see every episode yet, but I will say, once again, these guys who I don't know in the gay community if it is like pushed this much about how much gays were like trivialized back in the day and really people wanted to stay away from them and were so against it. He's the same exact thing as Jeffrey Dahmer.
He's like, we're just doing
every
gay
time
stuff.
they were caught. Every time they almost got him, though, it was just like no one was looking into him. He got a bunch of calls and he was on registries and stuff, and they're like, it's just gay stuff, though. I don't want to deal with it, right, Jacob? It's another one where he's just gay. Whenever it's gay stuff and gay guys are just like, hey man, gay guys vanish, yo. That's what the cops always say. They're like gay guys disappear, man.
They're like ninjas. They drop smoke and they're gone. They drop their butt smoke and they're out of here.
The cops never give a shit.
Are you guys gonna watch the Casey Anthony Peacock documentary?
Of course. I started last night, but I was going to fall asleep. I was worried, so I didn't.
I heard she
started. The Ghislaine Maxwell one just came out.
Ghislaine Maxwell, but I heard the Casey Anthony one starts with her being like, so my baby drowned. And that's it. Even though they found her with duct tape over her mouth.
The only thing I can get down with is clubbing.
I mean, dude.
The only thing you'll get me out of this is some hot clubbing.
Dude.
They have pictures of her like sexy dancing on the bar, like after she died, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, the craziest story.
That's so crazy.
The craziest story about Casey Anthony is that she said she worked at Universal Studios. I think it was Universal Studios. She said she worked somewhere.
She didn't.
And the cops were like, okay, well, we got to meet you there and talk to your coworkers and stuff. And she walked in. She showed up and met him there, and she never worked there. And she just walked through the office. It was like, that's over there, and then just got to this part.
The water cooler. There's some envelopes and papers.
Yeah.
It's Mickey's office.
Straight up, dude. And then just got to a corner of the office and was like, I don't work here. And the cops were like, what?
She just went in someone's office and put her feet up on the desk. And she's like,
Yeah.
okay, now, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
I think you can see
what can I do you for?
I think you can see behind me that the third quarter was pretty good here. Right?
Back to the Future ride is bleeding us dry, boys.
I'm going to tell you right now, we're revamping Jaws, and we're going to really get that ride back on here.
I want to see the Jabberwockies doing an extra shift today.
Now, what if Captain ELO fucks a kid? I said it, put it out there. It's crazy. Yeah, she.
Anyway, officers. Yeah.
But dude,
what seems to be the problem, officer?
I kind of want to watch it, but I mean, that woman's like such a piece of shit. That you're like,
I think it's a piece of ass.
She's such a hot piece of ass. I don't know if I'll make it through that beating.
Is she hot?
No.
Was she? No. Was she not? Was she?
Back then she was.
Show us Casey. Show me Casey Anthony. Show me her. Yeah. Oh, dude, that maniacal smile, that weird clown smile.
Oh, yeah, she was a little batshit looking for sure.
I think she fucked her lawyer. There's something going on with her and her lawyer.
Oh, she's
where
like,
I started thinking. I think you
like
started getting that
lawyer?
sweet pussy. See if there's a trailer to her documentary series.
See if there's a fappening.
I'm so sorry for how
Guess
gassy
she's gonna
I am.
find the trailer first.
Oh, she does the bidding of the sweet boy.
Oh, I guess Dan asked nice. When is this out?
Dude, it's out now.
It is?
Yeah, November 29th.
I start this
Wait, can you
tonight.
go back to that?
I start this tonight.
It comes out today. Yeah, it's out.
Got Isabella coming over. We'll get into this. I'll show her what could have happened to her.
You go, hey Isabella, you're lucky, right?
Yeah. Hey Isabella, I like partying.
You go,
I like going out with my friends.
Did you think?
But I just kept you alive instead.
You go, yeah, it sucked going to the comic strip with me late night when you were little. Guess what you could have been?
You know how many times you went to Columbia when you were little that I could have just had someone take you? I chose not to. I was on the phone with 3 of those guys.
I worked on my 911 call.
Do not look at my phone notes. I have a pretty.
I have a whole script.
It's going to make you upset.
I have a whole script. Yeah, go to the beginning, because if you're the 911 operator and the first thing this woman says is, hello, my daughter's been missing for 31 days, you go, what?
She goes, so she's clearly like, what, 19, 25?
Yeah, dude.
And they go, 3?
It's not a YouTube TV password. You're not like, hey, I forgot to cancel after the 14-day trial.
Oh, yeah. Can you guys, I know you guys are prorating me, but.
Yeah.
I'm not finding anything new, Jay.
She's hiding in it. Really?
Do you think
she was on Celeb Jihad? It just wasn't anything. Celeb
hiding
Jihad
in
usually
Iran?
throw it.
She's hiding in Iran?
Well, can you find some deep fakes then, Chris? Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Can I see what she would look like naked?
I need something to go off of.
She's, for being such a whore, she's not a very good whore.
911, what's your emergency? My daughter's been missing for the last 31 days.
31 days, dude.
She goes, and I got to tell you, I said I wouldn't call the cops until I looked everywhere.
I mean,
did.
everywhere. Twice under the couch. I don't even think she can fit under there.
He goes, just move the fridge, and now I'm calling you.
I mean, I went through boxes. I went through
old photo albums.
everything.
I thought maybe I mushed her in like an old rose.
I don't know. I thought maybe she had been on the roof like The Hangover.
She's been on the roof the entire time.
I thought we just left her up on The Hangover. Maybe she was sunburned.
I thought she maybe fell asleep in the park, and she'd make her way home when she woke up.
Yeah.
Certainly since O.J. Simpson.
It's been over a decade since the Casey Anthony trial.
First-degree murder, not guilty.
She wasn't.
Dude,
that
her
hot.
face, that half second you see her face when the verdict's written, she's like, I gotta leave. Go back. You see her go,
She goes,
holy shit.
holy dead kid, I got away with it.
Watch right here.
Why is she wearing a fucking Jerry Lewis dress shirt?
Not guilty.
Yeah, dude, that
She
is
got
weird.
ruffles like she's doing a telethon.
Yeah, she's dressed like she's in Dumb and Dumber. I think that's the undershirt from one of their tuxedos.
Did she murder her daughter?
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
Casey interview? Marker?
You know what though? Pause it. Like most news though, I'm just going with the popular opinion that she killed her daughter. She may not have.
Dude.
Casey, if you're out there listening, I'll listen.
Well,
I'll
that's
listen to your
I think
story.
that this is the whole thing is.
Yeah.
But I hope it's
I'll
like,
let you guys know by next week.
I hope it's a terrible self-defense where she's just like, I just didn't do it. Like she has no absolute
She
proof.
goes, well, how do you prove you didn't do it? Why would I do it?
That's mean.
Because you didn't want a kid anymore and you're a party chick? He goes, parties Cool with kids.
Did you go to law school? You're good at this.
She goes, is that your bulge?
I gotta
Can I taste it?
I gotta go on Emirata's podcast and talk about this.
This is an Emirata situation.
Dude, Emirata needs to have her on and just hold her to the fire.
Yeah. We're here to talk philosophies about child murder.
Hey guys, today we're not going to talk about Plato or Socrates. I know we're going to talk about baby killing.
Pete's across the thing goes, how'd you do it?
Did you
kill your baby?
I bet I could fuck the answer out of you. It's good cop, big dick cop.
Emirata's going to take it easy on you. Probably give me the business.
I'm going to spread you out on this table.
They were spotted at the Knicks game, apparently.
Yeah, that's why we started talking about it, right? Yes, on
Is that
Monday?
what it was?
Yeah.
They were the Knicks game?
Yeah, they're courtside.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did not know that.
All right, let's watch this Casey Anthony.
She gives an interview on this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm so excited to watch this.
It has like OJ vibes.
Yeah. If I Did It. Dude, do you remember he put that book out called If I Did It?
Not only do I remember it would even, what I love about it is it was called If I Did It, and then he got sued because he needed to make money.
Yeah, well, he owed the Goldmans like fucking $40 million.
And the Goldmans also got in court. I believe the last thing that was great is if you look at the cover of the book. Have you ever seen this?
No.
The word "if" is super tiny inside the eye, like on top. So it actually looks, when you see it on a shelf, as O.J. Simpson, I did it.
Damn.
That's on purpose. Bring that up, Christine. Let him see that. It's pretty neat. They got the word "if" like made microscopic.
He's like, if I did it.
See?
Oh, wow.
And you see ifs inside the eye.
OJ, when he got that, he's like, yeah, whatever, man. Just get him off my back.
Man, whatever it takes. Nobody read no more.
He goes to Bills games all the time.
Does he?
Yeah, and he like from the fucking suite will be like, come on, Bills. He'll like put it up on Twitter. He's like, lovely day for football in Buffalo. And all these Buffalo Bill fans are like, please stop, OJ.
Howard Stern.
Please stop.
Plays his tweets constantly like he goes, what's up, y'all? It's y'all's truly. That's what he always says every time.
He's just on social media.
He goes, and he says things. He goes, I don't know. He'll chime in on things like murder cases and stuff. He goes, I don't know. I mean, if somebody kills somebody, they deserve to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has been.
And then Ron Goldman's brother's just punching the wall. He's going, right?
He acts like none of these things ever happened. He is out of his tree.
He goes, all I'm saying is, if you're a lady, don't get too nice with waiters.
I did it. Confessions of the Killer. What a crazy fucking.
If I did it.
He actually does. He like describes.
How did I never
read
that?
If I did it, I would have done it like this.
I'm going to audiobook that.
As you're driving. Hey, it's the juice.
Yeah.
You're listening to If I Did It.
And then you're going to see my knuckle gloves don't fit me. When I go to court for killing Christine, they're going to go, I don't know. These things are crazy, Dan. I don't know how padded gloves work.
Christine and a bartender from the stand. I'm your AC Green. When we're driving, they go, I'm sorry, who's this? I go, damn, Dan Soder. You know who this is, goddammit.
I left my leopard print jacket at the stand. Can you bring it by?
Pete's like, wow. Pete's looking more Hollywood with the hair.
Looking more Hollywood. Can I say something? Can I be honest with you right now? She's not blowing me away right there in that picture.
It's a cozy day out.
He's next to Ben Stiller.
Is that Ricky Velez all the way to the left?
Marsha Brady. Ricky Velez. Yes, indeed it is.
So they got those tickets and they were like, hey, sit next to Ben Stiller.
It's next to Ben Stiller's wife, Christine Taylor.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, dude.
So funny.
Yeah, why is Ricky not sitting next to Pete?
Because he's got Ben Stiller and Emily Ratajkowski next to him.
So goddamn funny.
And she has her friend and probably assistant.
Is Pete wearing pajamas?
He always is. He dresses like Howard Hughes now.
There's a video.
He dresses like a billionaire obsessed with aviation.
There's a video of Sandler walking through Westwood.
Dude, I love it. That's how you know Pete's just Howard Hughes with a giant cock.
Yeah, look at that outfit. It's ridiculous.
He's like, I told you, the spruce goose is going to fly.
I wonder how much that sweatsuit is.
He's wearing shades inside the arena.
All constantly in shades.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Every picture I've seen, he's got sunglasses on.
That's really fucking funny.
The funniest is when it was New Year's thing where we looked at that clip where you could clearly see his eyes through the glasses. You're like, damn, dude.
It also looks like Ricky and Pete walk through the same windy tunnel.
Yeah.
Together.
Hey, do you want to walk through the testing out the body of this Lamborghini against wind resistance?
I want to get in that front seat eventually. Emily Ratajkowski's still looking at the screens.
She goes, kiss cam, another kiss cam.
She's looking to see if they're showing her on the screen.
She goes, when am I going to kiss him?
Have they caught me yet?
Pete's like, I could take a nap right here.
Hi, Emily. Where are your kids?
Those are the pants he's wearing?
It's a company.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They look like pajamas. They had like weird collar on them.
Yeah, it's a velour sweatsuit.
You know what's funny, dude? Is I remember when we were all on Guy Code, this clothing company called Young and Reckless sent us all stuff. And I remember the girl I was dating goes, "You're neither young nor reckless." And I was like, yeah, I can't wear this. Because I was like still trying
Dan,
to.
you're a bad boy. Don't say that about yourself.
I like took a picture of all the stuff. I was like, cool, thanks for the stuff or whatever. But Pete was like dripping in it, like showing up with Young and Reckless. And they like, he was young and reckless.
And reckless.
So they started sending him a bunch of stuff. So I'd see him at the comedy club and he'd just be dripping in Young and Reckless. So I can't imagine how much free stuff he gets now.
Wealthy is Pete now.
Very.
Very, very.
Very, very.
Smart water campaign.
Well, he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
he owns a bar. He owns
and probably most of his like endorsements are probably multiple $1 million deals, right?
Yeah. He has Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell. He probably got paid. My guess, $5 million for the Taco Bell thing.
Yeah, probably right. Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Money's no man.
And then Ricky's just like,
he never
hey,
had a money struggle. That's what's most interesting. I mean, obviously in the beginning, it's for a terrible reason with his dad. But I mean, like,
I still think I got a case against Bacardi
for sure. But you know what I'm saying though? He's like never had a financial struggle at all.
Yeah, he was driving a G-Wagon by the time he was like 18.
When he had and he bought an apartment.
Yeah.
Then he made money on that apartment because it was right before they built, I think, Barclays Center.
Yeah.
So they wanted to knock down like where his place was.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
I think he made a bunch of money on
Oh
that.
my god.
Either that or it appreciated in value because it's still just something like that. Yeah. Either way, he made a ton of money off of that.
He bought it right before Barclays went up. Barclays went up, totally changed the neighborhood, and he made like hundreds of thousands of dollars off it, if not millions.
I think millions.
What's so funny is OJ's like, hey, can you fuck me? I need to get on again, Pete. All these people fuck Pete to get on.
If you wouldn't mind, give me a little bit of that. Do that in my hindquarters.
Come get a little pulp out of the juice.
Hey, would you mind coming over and squeezing the juice?
And then Casey Anthony's like, we've got to call into Pete Davidson to fuck you. We don't know if we can turn it around.
Put your big old hog between my dirty pillars.
Rip my shitter. Get the juice back in the game.
Pull my pink sock out of my bunghole.
I want a deviated anus.
Oh, boy, that would be just lovely.
Here we go. Let's
the juice.
The juice is loose.
Oh, you're getting the juice.
Oh, the juice is loose on you, giant dog.
The guy can really pop.
Yeah.
True that.
Casey Anthony gives
first
her
on
back to the
camera
trailer.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I didn't do it.
What do you think my question's going to be? Why did I wait 31 days to call
How do I still look? How does my skin still look so great all these years later?
Does guilt not eat at me?
She goes, that wasn't the question, but I'll take the answer on that.
Can I give you my knee-jerk reaction? I'd probably look a lot worse if I had a daughter. If I had a child sucking the life out of me.
That'd be great. If they go, what are you wondering? How my skin regimen's so good? He goes, stress-free life.
Yeah. I sleep in when I want to. I eat whatever I want.
I go where I want, when I want. I live for me.
Yeah.
Do everything in your power to protect your daughter. The public thought that
you know what? She has the final mark of Florida trash. There she is partying. Yeah. Damn, dude, with her kid missing, she's partying like that. Go back a little bit.
Can I tell you what I can see about this girl? Wait, before you go back.
Okay,
before you go back, I just want to show from this picture right here.
Yeah, this picture right here.
Here's Casey Anthony's whole problem, and here's what probably happened.
But just real quick, boring nerd shit. We are going to tweet this out at the Bonfire SXM on this trailer, so you can watch along. It's at 37 seconds in. We're talking about the picture of Casey Anthony.
Yes. What she has that Dan, I bet these have disappointed you several times in your life.
Mushed up boobs that go flat.
She was a hot chick, for sure. And the reason, some guy probably didn't love her enough because what she has are those titties that she can build great cleavage with, but it's because they are just long, empty sacks.
Yeah.
And you can see that, right? In that shirt, what's happening right there. It's all mushed up tit.
We call them winter sock tits. They hang like winter socks.
Tubers?
Yeah, tube socks, and you push them back up.
Oh, yeah. She should have 3 red stripes around the base of her tit.
I don't know if I'm going skiing, I want to throw on a pair of those tits. Just keep my feet warm.
And I'll tell you what, some guy hurt her because of those flapjacks.
So she hurt what he loved.
and then she took the kid. She drowned the kid.
But she has
so she could afford.
She has one of the ultimate markings of Florida garbage, which is a shoulder tattoo that kind of peeks over the. It's a back tattoo that kind of peeks over the shoulder.
Yeah.
So when you get her down to a tank top, you're like, oh, you killed your daughter.
Yeah. Christine's got a daughter killer tattoo.
Damn. Don't leave her alone with Isabella.
You have a shoulder tattoo. A back shoulder tattoo with flowers. Watch, play the thing you said.
Yeah, you have a daughter. You have a daughter. What is it called?
You got a daughter killer.
Well, they have like a widow maker. They call it a widow maker.
Yeah, you got a daughter murderer.
That's really a daughter killer.
Yeah, dude. If you have a shoulder tattoo that creeps over the side, you can't be left alone with small children.
Play it.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Casey didn't want to be a mother.
Trash. Oh, she got it after she killed the baby.
It's not the Casey that I knew.
Shut up.
She loved that child. Let her through. I lied. But no one asked why.
Why did you lie?
Oh, dude. Are all episodes out? God, I hope so.
It's out today. Or it came out on Tuesday because this is Terminator Timeline.
I'm crushing that whole thing.
Oh, I'm in Houston at the Improv this weekend.
Yeah. Taking it down.
I'm watching that.
Next week, we'll talk a little case.
Oh, dude, that'll be our fucking Lost. Oh, we don't do Lost Tapes last week.
Oh.
You're in Los Angeles.
Never mind. Everything sucks. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can
talk
definitely
about it on the show.
Big J's going to be at Cap City in Austin, Texas tonight through Saturday. Ooh, I got the burpees.
Ooh.
After that, San Jose Improv, December 8th through the 10th. Then San Diego. I'm struggling, dude. I got too excited and I talked. I don't know how to breathe. Cap City, Thursday through Saturday. San Jose, December 8th through the 10th. And then it'll be in San Diego, Indianapolis, and Chicago. Big J Comedy for all the info.
And Dan, of course, is going to be in the Improv in Houston watching Casey Anthony all week. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll do watch-alongs instead of comedy. That'd be nice.
I would love that.
It's watch-along.
It's such a big room. It sits like 450 people. And
I thought Doug Benson figured out how to tour and never do just the stress of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
He's going to be in Houston at the Improv this weekend or tonight through Saturday as well. If you make the trip, if you catch me and Dan, have a picture of yourself at both shows.
We're going to find some stuff to give away.
After that, he's going to be in Brooklyn for one night only, and then Philadelphia back at Helium in December. For tickets and all tour dates, go to dansoder.com. It's the Bonfire.
Sure is.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. And always remember, you can go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer to hear us on the actual radio as well.